All right, welcome back to Beers and Breakevens for round 20. This is the third time we've attempted to start this podcast. We're in good form at the moment, doing great things. How are you, Timbuktu?
I'm good. I'm a bit nervous because I've heard how the first two attempts have gone. I feel like there's more in this.
Yeah, the first attempt was 100% my fault. The second attempt was not my fault. It was not Kat's fault over there.
It was a genuine rook.
Yeah, a proper rook. Speaking of, how are you, mate? It's good to have you back.
Thank you. It actually was a huge rookie error. So, a little peek behind the curtain where there's a switcher in front of me, which I've used for the last 5 years. And there's three big buttons. It says cut, auto, and fade to black. And cut means like you cut to the next camera very quickly.
Yes.
I must have slipped and clicked auto because it you were talking and then it did like a 10-second crossfade to you both while you were talking. It just looked horrendous.
Jeez.
I'm into that.
Jeez, if there's more good stories like that on this show, it's going to be a good one.
That was a cracker. Thanks for that. Little John Dory to kick off your evening.
You're welcome.
How good. Now, I will say this about Matty. I have missed him desperately recently because we don't see him much in the studio, in the CBA Centre of Excellence anymore. He used to come up and use our internet. Shout out to Lontel.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
But now they've got it down there at Bloke. We don't see you anymore, mate. The internet must be flying down there.
It is flying. It's literally life-changing. We were talking, we used the term life-changing, and kind of laughed about it, but then we're like, it literally is life-changing.
Game-changing.
Game-changing.
Definition of game-changing.
Sorry, it was game-changing. That was the one we used. But to me, it has been life-changing.
I think it's life-changing for you.
It's changed my life. My life. I've got it at home as well now.
Huge.
So working from home now is a breeze because everything's so quick. It's honestly, I can't recommend a product enough. It is amazing internet.
Yeah, and they've texted me about 3 times in the last few weeks to come into your house soon.
Yes.
I keep replying yes.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
hopefully you're home that day.
they put your number to my address.
Yes, yeah.
Tomorrow. Today. It's actually today.
Recording today, yeah. So you best
Wednesday.
be home because I'm not going to reply yes to these texts forever.
I will be home.
Know that, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, Lontel doing great things. And it's good to have Matty in here who actually knows what they're talking about when it comes to this sort of stuff. I don't want to speak for you, but I know I don't have much idea what I'm really talking about.
Yeah, well, internet speed test. That is my example each week and flies.
I'm not sure if that's at the top echelon of knowledge when it comes to
up
this
there,
shit, but it's got to be up there.
You don't
it's
know
not down there.
You don't know the difference between a router and a modem.
I do now.
Do you?
Kinda. Close enough. Link for Lontel is down below. Go check them out. Doing great things. Lightning fast internet. It has changed our life or our game, depending on which way you want to look at it.
Before we get stuck into it, you're looking fresh.
Me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Looking heaps good. I've never seen you dressed this sharp. That includes your wedding day.
Yeah, well, I had a thing today. And I didn't have a chance to go home. So that is what it is.
Looking real good. Hair
It's also
still done.
a bit chilly today.
It was fresh.
A little bit. It was cold. So
Cold front came through.
sure did. Definitely did.
Well, you reckon I tell shit stories? Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, we have got our jerseys. 30th of July, they're coming. We have got the Gurus Grizzlies jersey, which has got on the sleeve, the Dynasty. I'm holding the old one, not the new one. Though on the actual one, there are the Dynasty, the Gurus Dynasty on the sleeve there, which unfortunately I think is coming to an end this year. So make sure you jump on that.
If that's not an omen for the end of the Dynasty, I don't know what is.
Yes. I think it's one of many omens that have been coming my way this year, unfortunately. So the Grizzlies jerseys, the Stallions jerseys. You can jump on a Stallions jersey this year. It'll be cool to have. Next year, it'll probably have one in a row on the side. So that'll be good. A little collector's item for all involved.
I might actually, before you get them sent out, I might just get a trophy down the bottom and then a little loading symbol next to it.
That's cute. That's cute. Hey, Matty, you know what'll look really good on a T-shirt?
What's that?
A loading symbol.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
No, see,
That is a good sign
bullshit.
of your
That's
chat.
what Cat would do, you coward.
Yeah,
Fucking
good
jump
shit
down his
chat.
throat. Fucking bullshit. So 30th of July, they'll be coming out. It will be fastest finger wins as far as who takes that. There will be jerseys 1 to 30 available on the website. Once they are sold out, they're gone. Some of you will have it in your cart and you'll be disappointed because you have to move quickly.
Pick wisely with
Matty,
your numbers.
what jersey number would you get from 1 to 30? Now, keep in mind, you're on there in the first moment. They could sell out at any given moment. Which one would you go for? Which one would you want and which one would you tactically go for to make sure you'd get?
I reckon what I'm about to say is going to be pretty accepted around Australia. I would probably go for number 7. I just think that number 7, it's like, well, when we were growing up, the best player was wearing number 7. So I would always think people when I was growing up in like social sport and that would always go for number 7. So I would go for number 7.
That's the one you'd want the most?
Definitely.
Okay. I think it's going to be hard to get, though, the 7.
Oh, 100%.
So which one would you, if you were just trying to get one, which one would you tactically go for? I'm pretty confident I'll be able to snare that one.
21.
I was going to say 21 too.
Really?
Yeah, it's not what I had in my mind too. I don't know why.
I like 21 because South have won 21 comps.
That's not what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. But there you go. Little insight to Matty's brain.
Guru's
Scary
Grizzlies are
players.
projected to score 21 points this week.
I'd be stoked with that at this point. Okay, round 20. Let's go through Team List Tuesday. Run through it quickly. The Finn and the Cowboys. Thursday night at Suncorp. Hamiso back in. Connolly on the edge. Peter Holler on the bench for the decimated Dolphins. For the Cowboys, Braden Burns at centre. Thank Christ. There's going to be a party at the Durkin household later tonight if anyone wants to join. Purdue at 5'8". Jackson Paulo on the wing. And Robert Derby out of the side. Anything Supercoach-wise you want to touch on there, mate?
Well, I don't know if you can get to it later, but just maybe your mate.
Yes. Now, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his last name, but Oblix, is it Tahwa? I think they said on the commentary the other night. He's 219K. The only reason why I'm interested in him is that he's a CTW, so I don't know if something's gone wrong there. He looks like one of those dudes that could have been a CTW not too long ago to me.
Bit of Harry Hayes about him.
Bit of Harry Hayes, yep. So over the last 2 weeks, he played 34 minutes 2 weeks ago. He scored 35. He played 39 minutes last week. He based 37. He scored 33, lost some points. I just think, mate, they're missing so many middles that at 219K, I don't know, in the CTWs, if you're looking for a downgrade option to be able to splash big cash elsewhere, maybe he's a guy you could look at. He is going to turn into an AE nightmare eventually. But I don't know about you guys out there, but I've got about 19 fucking AE nightmares. They're the least of my worries. So, yeah, just a guy I thought is a little bit interesting because he's such a good downgrade option. He'll probably score well for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about him, to be completely honest, but looking at his Q-Cup stats, 14 tries in 34 games, which is a phenomenal strike
He looks
rate.
like a guy that can fuck. Like he looks a bit scared. Have you seen? Do you know? No, okay, yeah. No, he looks like a good footballer to me.
Yeah. CBA or not quite?
I don't know enough about him, but he's got a little bit. Now, don't shit down my throat when I say this. He's got a little bit of the Manu Miles about him, sort of like the no thanks sort of that sort of look about him. So he's a guy that I reckon will do okay over the next few weeks.
That's quite a comparison.
Yeah.
Manu Mao is literally the scariest person I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he is. I'm going to do a Kempy toward him. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying there is a little bit of that in him. So leave me alone in the comments, please. But if you know who I'm talking about, which I assume most of you don't, and you watch, he'll come out this weekend with a man bun and he'll prove me wrong, I'm sure. But that got more airtime than I thought it would. Friday, Sharkies v Roosters, 6 p.m. Sharks, Atkinson in the 14 for the Chooks. Chad Townsend in the halves, Zach Docker-Clay on the bench, Sandon Smith on the extended. I don't know whose coffee Sandon Smith has pissed in, but he's done it heaps. Wild.
He did more than piss in it.
The daily double.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
I cannot believe this, Roo.
Yeah, it's wild.
I blew up about it about an hour and a half ago on the Playbook podcast.
Nice.
But and as I said to the Spy, let's take Supercoach out of this. All right, he's obviously signed somewhere else or he's on the outer or whatever. The Roosters are playing to make finals. Every game is vital to them. They're playing against these Sharks, who there's every chance there's 2 points between them by end of round 27. And you play Chad Townsend over Sandon Smith? What?
Yep. Insane. Yep. I still think it's weird they're playing Zach Docker-Clay as well.
Over him as well.
I don't know which one's weirder. It's probably Chad, but...
Mate, there's every chance you sign with another club, like not in future plans. Okay, what about this year?
Yeah.
It's a wide open comp. You're trying to play finals. I don't know.
It's weird because it's not like he was... It's not like they were like stressing to keep him.
Yeah.
Like they basically said, just go look elsewhere. And if he has signed somewhere, then that makes even less sense. I don't know. None of it makes sense.
None of it adds up. It's bizarre. Unless there's a late change which wouldn't shock me.
It'd
But
just be weird to do it in the first place, but yeah.
yeah. Penrith Panthers, South Sydney Rabbitohs. For the Panthers, Edwards returns at fullback and the skipper, Alamotti, he's in the centres. Tungo is suspended for a week. Schneider in the 7, no Nathan Cleary. Sorensen on the edge. Papali'i in jersey 13. No Yo, no Nath. Laurie in the 14. We'll start with the Panthers side. Anything you want to touch on in that team, mate? Nath out's a kick in the dick. I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point.
Yeah.
Man, I was
Huge.
close to pulling the trigger last week.
Where?
Yeah, and I, would have done all right last week, but my God, I would have been beside myself this week.
What did you end up doing last week? We did it again. We didn't talk about our scores. Why? How's this started happening?
Well,
What'd you
what'd
do and what'd you score?
But I didn't score overly well, if we're all being honest here. I scored you know what? I scored 1,188. You beat me by about 40. I had 16 and I captained Kiraz. So the bed was not without shit in it. And it wasn't a complete train wreck. But I wish I would have done better.
Yeah.
How'd you go? I think I dropped 800 spots or something.
Mate, I could not have had a better setup going into it. Like, when you said to me you didn't have a full squad, I was like, my goodness, like I could put 400 on him this week. I had like 19, 20 odd, all good players, no shit in there, trades, all sorts of things. I was going to use a boost and I got 1220. Like, I thought I was going to drop a lot. I dropped 300 spots. I was expecting maybe like 600 or 700 spot drop, if not more. Without going into detail, just lots of things went wrong. Dill Brown being named at hooker being the biggest one of that. But
I thoroughly enjoyed watching that.
I'm sure you did, yeah. Look, I mean, he just became my AE. It wasn't the end of the world, but when a few other players went poorly too, Nwanganita-Wazi, one or two others, I was like, So, not a great week, but got away with it, I guess.
Yeah. It did not much change this weekend, thankfully. I made, I think, one trade I ended up making one trade. I went Riley Smith to Connor Watson. So I'm happy I've got hooker sorted for the year now. But it just meant that I don't have much cash to spend, so I'm going to have to make some moves this week, which we will eventually get to.
Yeah.
Shall I continue?
I boosted. I went Connor Tracy, shout out. Came good eventually.
Yeah.
Did a job after a slow start. Connor
slow
Tracy.
start.
Yeah, real slow start. Connor Tracy to Zach Lomax. I went Riley Smith to Harry Grant. Not expecting much from him last week with minutes on back up from Origin, but 50 odd and just covered there now. And I had to free up cash, so I went future immortal Billy Smith down to Rinakama at the Doggies, just for our cash.
Good play.
And yeah, Billy had 2 tries just in the first 10 minutes
Yeah, I forgot about that.
and then scored a try. It
Jeez,
was-
the Lomax one shit me. I know you were going to do it anyway,
Yeah.
but I thought you'd do it in a few weeks. I thought when Lomax was doing well, I'm like, oh, I might actually be able to wrangle him in here a little bit, and then just see you had him and you just flat stick copied me again. It hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's fine. All right, let's get back to the Panthers. Not much else to touch on there. The Rabbitohs. Matty, the musical chairs that goes on at South Sydney every week to seemingly just keep Dodd away from the team is mind-blowing. And to consider he's on the bench still is insane to me.
I don't get it. Cody Walker out for the year.
Yep.
What's his name? Campbell Graham out. So Jack Whiten's now gone to 6 and Talis Duncan's gone back to centre, I'm pretty sure. Like they're accommodating. They're doing their best to keep him out of the team. And like the season's over. Why don't they just try? Like what if South got to lose?
Yeah.
Like seriously, the only thing South are losing are new players every week. Because now, Graham's out for back reasons. David Miley's now out for the season. As I just said, Cody Walker's out. Like the season's done. The South aren't making past the bottom 4. I don't know why they don't just at least try something. But I don't get it.
Yeah, it's strange, especially for Dodd to be on the bench. I can't make any sense of that.
What's going to happen? He's going to come on against Penrith when they're down by 30 and I don't know.
Yeah, insane. If anything, I'm looking at Dodd and putting him in there going, hey, you're playing for your future here. Let's see what you can do.
I'd be putting Dodd. He'd be my 7 this week. Humphries has been all right, but I don't know.
Humphries is better, but you think like, all right, your season's done. Just give Dodd 3 weeks and say, show us what you got.
Let's see what you can do.
See what you can do.
We've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. And yeah, the Talis Duncan at centre thing is crazy to me. But anyway.
Surely that doesn't stay that way. Surely Ewan goes to centre and Talis plays back row.
I hope so.
I think so, yeah.
Have to.
Because Ewan is
Sincerely
back.
hope so.
Yeah.
It's just weird to name it there. What like who are they fooling outside of us? It's bizarre. Anyway, sorry, were we interrupting something over there?
Well, the SC Playbook podcast is live as we speak, and I'm just looking at the live chat, and there's a question saying audio lads, and then someone else commented, someone get Marty's attention, and then they had asterisk Matty. But I was just testing, and there is
fine.
audio, so you're good, mate.
It's fine.
Okay, good as gold.
Yeah, okay, if anyone has audio problems in the future with anything on YouTube, it's because you're in the premiere and you've clicked on it. Just refresh the page.
Thanks,
Get
Marty.
that comment 100 million times a week.
There was venom in that.
Thanks for that
There was
update,
heaps
Marty.
of venom in that. I love that.
Oh God, I get blamed every week. Do you think I like? Oh, you know what? Let's not put the audio in this week.
Why do you do that? You should put the audio in everyone.
I know I should.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
To be fair, it was Marty that got thrown under the bus.
True.
this week.
Yeah, it was Marty.
Canberra Raiders, Parramatta Eels, 3 p.m. Saturday. GIO, Hudson Young is in for the Canberra Raiders. For the Eels, Dill Brown has missed the side. He's 18th man. Joe Ash at 5'8". Williams moves to the edge. Dill Walker at 13. De Silva on the bench. Riley Smith starts at 9. Obviously, the big news there, Timbo is Dill Brown. You're an owner. I'm not. Obviously, you'd rather him be at 5'8", but if he's not there, it's probably best case scenario, right?
Yeah, like I was looking at potentially going early on him to Tanner Boyd last week.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, he's starting, he's a decent number. But of course, Para played the second last game of the round. I'm like, everything had been done by that point. So I just had to cop it.
Jeez, they kept that 9 thing under wraps.
Didn't they do it well? Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the report come out, like Sunday Arvo, a bit before 10, I just went, no.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, with Talon on the bench, he's playing about 30 minutes. So, but yes, would prefer him at 18. At least he's not going to drop cash there, but may make a move anyway.
Bulldogs, St George Illawarra Dragons, 5:30 p.m. out there at Accor. Tuala and Critter in the centres. Galvin gets the opportunity at 7. Kurt Mann and Hayward on the bench as well. The Dragons, they are 1-17, even though I wrote 1-27 there. Anything from that game, mate? Galvin at halfback, obviously not really SuperCoach relevant.
Well,
though, is he? Or is he
not-
cheap now? Talk to me.
Yeah.
Enlighten me.
So, I mean,
Timbo.
like that 5'8" position, he's at 436K. He's a player, like he averaged 64 last year. He played 70 minutes at 6 against the Bunnies for the Dogs and played 80 minutes and scored 70 points. Played 80 minutes last week and scored 53. Like, if you're looking for a cheap 5'8" option, like Tanner Boyd's probably the better play because he's a goal kicker with a soft run and he's 100K cheaper, but break-even 75, he could be an option this week or next.
Yep, don't hate it. I'm probably team Tanner just with his draw. But sometimes you got to zig when others are zagging,
I mean,
Timmy.
put it this way, if they were the same price, I'd be going Galvin every day of the week.
That's fair. Yep.
But
that's
at
very
this
fair.
point where I don't really want to play my backup 5'8" anyway, unless my starter goes down, I'll probably just take the extra 100K.
Yeah, the smart ones out there have King Tonga and they won't have a choice anyway. Melbourne Storm, Manly Seagulls, 7:35. Nick Meaney at fullback again. No Ryan Pappenhausen. The money man Munster returns at 5'8". Wishy in jersey 14. For the Manly Seagulls, Takiaho at prop. Corey Waddell on the edge. Sounds like Olakwatu will return in round 21. Anything you want to touch on there, mate? No, there's no Pappy things. I don't know if we're going to talk about him later, but it's becoming a little bit of a head scratcher.
Huge head scratcher. I've butted some blokes over the years, but this is one of the great kill-offs of a SuperCoach gun from you.
Yeah, it's right up there with him. You've done Manu in pretty badly over the years, but I think this is my worst kill. Maybe
At
outside of
least
Connor
when I
Tracy.
kill Manu, it's just straight injury and we know he's gone and you trade him. You killed one of the best scorers in SuperCoach for a 5-round average of about 50 into 3 weeks of thinking he was going to play and then he didn't play. Like, it couldn't have gone worse.
Yep, couldn't have gone worse. And my plan to antipod him for the first half of the year was a shocker, and then getting him in when this happens, it's been a nightmare.
Huge win for Nick Meaney owners, mate. Like, enormous.
Yes, big win there. West Tigers Gold Coast, 2 p.m. Sunday, Leichhardt Oval. For the Tigers, Taylor May makes his return to the NRL at centre. Adam Dewey in jersey 13. I'm keen to see that go around again. And the Titans, because nothing's going wrong, they've made no changes. Anything you want to touch on in that game?
No.
What's Taylor May's price? Is he
Just checked. 444K.
okay? Newcastle Knights, New Zealand Warriors, Sunday afternoon, McDonald.
No. It was not okay. 4-4-4K. Matty got it. You don't get it, do you?
No, I don't get it.
It's not bad, eh? I said 4-4-4K, and then you said okay. I said, no, it's not okay.
Newcastle Knights versus New Zealand Warriors, 4:05 p.m. Sunday.
There was almost enough time lapse.
McDonald Jones Stadium for the Newcastle Knights. Dane Gagai at fullback. Brodie Jones on the edge. Gamble's in the 14. Brayley's in the 9. Phoenix is in the 13. Frizzell's on the bench. For the Wars, Capewell is at centre. Gagai becomes an interesting one, mate.
Yeah, I got a deep dive on him.
We'll save it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else you want to touch on from that game? Not really much doing.
Nah, not much, man.
And the Brisbane Broncos, they are on the bye. Now we have got the one and only NRL Physio has given me hope about Keanu Keeney for 21 weeks straight. Fame. Now he's not playing this year. Shout out to you, Fizz. Let's see what he's got to say for himself.
Alrighty, folks. SuperCoach relevant injuries for this week. The first one, the big one, Ryan Pappenhausen with this calf tightness, lingering calf tightness that has now turned into a minor calf strain. He's just a sell for me. There's too much silly buggers going on here. This reeks of that Tom Trebojevic situation from earlier in the year, which was a cork, which wasn't a cork. Was it a hamstring? Was it a quad? We don't know. Yeah, there's too much uncertainty for me. It could linger around. They don't exactly need to rush him back. We don't have enough information, and the Storm are being real shady with it, so jump off. Absolutely. For me, the one person you can't jump off to this week, I don't think, is Nathan Cleary. So the official line from the Panthers is that he is being rested. He played pretty well in the time he was on the field on the weekend. We know he's got that lingering groin issue. I think at this point in time it is just a rest, because obviously him and Isaiah Yeo were the ones who played on the weekend while the other guys didn't back up. So they're potentially just managing their workloads. It actually, funnily enough, gives me a lot of confidence more confidence in Cleary moving forward. I know it's disappointing for those Cleary owners, but I think if you either own Cleary or are looking to buy Cleary once he is back, having that rest week just takes a lot of pressure off that aggravation risk, that re-injury risk. I'd love to think that he has the goal kicking back when he comes back, hopefully next week. It's not a guarantee, but it's definitely a way better chance now that he's having that week off. Because if he plays again this week, he niggles it again, it could just continue to extend, and he just doesn't get that goal kicking back. So I'm putting a trade aside for Cleary to bring him in next week. Hudson Young and Brian To'o are two guys who a lot of people are looking to bring in. I just think the upside for either of those guys isn't there for a 1 week play, in terms of just see it first. Make sure that Hudson Young goes out and he's completely over that osteitis pubis, because it is something that can linger. He's had the cortisone injection in there. I would definitely, if you can, wait a week on him just to make sure that it's not highly aggravated in-game, because that would be the main risk, because he aggravates it in-game, has to go off early. So I want to see it from Hudson Young first. And Brian To'o, he doesn't have Nathan Cleary this week. I know they've got a bit of a cake match up there, but I just think you want to see and make sure that his knee is okay. He looked a little bit limpy at the end of Origin 3. He still ran for like 270 metres, so I think he should be fine. But they're two guys who, with trades running low, it would be a killer if you burn a trade to bring them in, and then you find out that they're, still not 100%, not performing very well. You want to bring in guys who you're really confident about at this time of the year, I think. Anyway, few rumblings around just on the South front. Cody Walker out for the year. Davin Wiley, he's out as well. And then Campbell Graham's dealing with this ongoing back issue. He's out this week, and there's a few rumblings around that they might even rule him out for the season 2. I think the main thing there is that, Souths might be kind of going, that's it for this year. Anybody with little niggles, whether it be Brandon Smith even as well, even though they may be fit to return, it's like, well, we're writing this season off, we're getting ready for next year. So just something to think about for any South Souths players at this point in time. Rapid round, because there's just so many injuries this week. Hugo Savala, he's out for 1 to 2 weeks with a wrist issue. Bronson Jerry, he's been dealing with an ongoing groin issue that he's been playing through. They're giving him the week off. You'd hope it's only a week to 2 weeks with that kind of minor groin issue. Jordan McLean, 2 weeks with a calf. Sam Welafinu, they haven't given us anything, the Tigers, on the severity there. Rocco Berry will be 5 to 6 weeks with his shoulder, an increased injury risk on return. Kitione Kaltoga, he will be out 6 to 8 weeks. Crappy hip drop tackle. 6 to 8 weeks surgery for him. And then the 2 guys, Toby Couchman and Hamole Olokuatu, they're looking to come back in the coming weeks from their shoulder dislocations. Look, for me, for both of them, once again, a bit like we spoke about earlier, the trades are at a low at this point in time. The re-injury risk for both of those guys is quite high. So just no-goes for me. I mean, if you own them and trades are getting low, maybe you could hang on to them. But I think particularly Couchman, his return will be highly tied to how the Dragons go over the next couple of weeks. He could be back in another 2 weeks or so, but if the Dragons drop the next 2 games, that might not be a reality. And then, Olokuatu, a little bit upside there, but they've got a really tough run, the Seagulls, and he's going to be that high re-injury risk, so no thanks for me. If you want more information like that, Magic Sponge Podcast, check it out Sunday night, Monday morning. Otherwise, we will talk to you all next week.
All right. Ryan Pappenhausen, obviously the big talking point there, Timbo. Fizz, he's telling people to sell, which I'm kind of here for. What do you reckon?
Very adamant, wasn't he?
Very adamant.
I'm glad to hear it, but last time I really backed his word. It didn't end fantastic, but yeah, he was so confident that that's going to have a big impact on my side, because I was I still am a bit on the fence about hold or sell, Pat, but hearing that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Like, it is weird. It's been so many weeks now we haven't heard fucking shit.
Calf tightness for 3 weeks is, okay, that's a bit weird, right?
Very strange. Now, for those that are playing at home as well, you might remember I injured my calf on the infamous Jack Golf Tour. I think I got a little twinge this week, so
Did you actually?
Time. Yeah, just a little bit of a pull. So I'm just on high alert. You know what I mean? Not breaking any sudden sprints or anything.
I'll never forget post round of the Jack and you're hobbling up the hill, and I was going, "What has he done? He pulled your calf."
walking up a hill. Fuck, it hurt. Like I've been shot. You done one before?
Never done a calf.
You done one?
Nah.
You're not old enough.
Never done a calf.
Probably neither of you are. They'll get you. They're fucked. They're so shit. I had to walk backwards everywhere for the rest of the weekend.
Guru, you're like a year older than me.
I've seen some shit, though. I've fucking seen some shit, mate. Hey, mate, over my side of the fence in East Lakes, we see some shit, okay?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Shout out to Fizz. Make sure you check out his podcast, guys. Does a great job. Him and his co-host, really good chemistry as well. Big fan. Blue Wealth Property. Now, our plan was to have a show in a few weeks' time. We've actually had a couple of scheduling issues, so we've had to postpone that. So I do apologise for that, guys. We will work out something in the future, but just a few things out of our hands and whatnot that sort of went on, a few things. So unfortunately, we've had to postpone that. So that event in a few weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, that won't be going ahead. We'll find something later in the year. Bit of a disappointing one. I was looking forward to that.
So was I. Good game of footy on as well. Roosters Storm. So G'd up for it.
Well, we were hoping for a Pappenhausen-Teddy matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get that.
That could have been the issue.
Yeah.
Tony, nice and bronze, back from the Greek islands by then as well.
Oh, can you imagine him? He looks like he smashed some plates over there. I'll tell you that much for free.
We cancelled it because the Raiders overtook the doggies on the ladder, and he said, "Don't come near me.
Don't bother." Yeah. So we apologise for that, guys. What wasn't our fault, wasn't Blue Well's fault. Just sort of a scheduling thing just went wrong. So we apologise for that. But Blue Wealth Property on the 22nd of November. So it is a while away. You got your Wealth Through Property. That is via webinar. This is their OG, Timbo.
Yeah.
The best of the best.
Yeah, this is one of the big promotions each year. They're one of the OGs and the showcase as well.
Yeah, and like this one, they've done it a few times, but there's a reason why they keep doing it. It is the best of the best. I think it's the perfect way to open the door into Blue Wealth property and get an understanding of what's going on there.
You know why?
Why?
Because education is key.
Fuck, he's good. So the link is down below in the description, guys. Wealth Through Property. That one is a webinar as well, so you can do it in the PJ Marshes. You can take that one in. Shout out to you, Matty. I know you're a PJ Marsh guy.
Big PJ Marsh guy.
Tuesday, 22nd of November. Now, the winner of beers this week was the Floraville Magpies. Shout out to you, Tony. 1,609. What a nudge.
That's mental, isn't it?
That's huge.
1609.
Wow, that's a good
When
knock.
teams think, there weren't many big scores outside of Nico. I assume he skippered Nico. Heaps of teams didn't even have 18 players, and he's just gone up to knock out 1609.
That's huge.
Imagine the Green Arrows in that.
I'll tell you what, I forgot to tell the story the other day, but I was laughing when we were at your event a few weeks ago, which was a cracker, by the way. Did we talk about this on the podcast on beers? I don't know
if we did.
Cracker event. It was sensational. Shout out to everyone that was out there. It was a really good time. But my good mate, Tommy Stewart, was out there. Now, you might remember T-Stew that week. He finished 8th overall, right? And I'm sitting there, I go, fuck, what a week. He's like, I don't think it's ever going to get better, blah, blah. I go, what trade did you make this week? He goes, I brought in Blake Steep. I went,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
why? He goes, he played big minutes today. Blake Steep subbed off 3 times in that game, and at one point he had a 4-minute stint.
But do you know what the best part of that story is? Because you explained this to me on the day, and I looked at him and I'm like, he's got a Roosters jersey on. He's a Roosters fan. He should know better than that.
It was wild.
Do we know what he finished on?
Nah,
Steve?
not well. Oh, Blake Steep.
Yeah.
No, like, it's funny too. I forget who I was talking. I was talking to someone else that week too who told me something. I can't believe Steep's minutes I brought him into. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
He played
Bizarre.
43 minutes for 32 points.
Yeah, it was pretty grim. So shout out to you, T-Stew. 8th overall, a great knock. Floraville Magpies, Tony, big score there, mate. Congratulations to you. Send us an email, beersandbreakevens@gmail.com. Your name, your address, and throw a joke in there too. I'd appreciate that. Okay, Timmy's stats, deep dive. Didn't read his job description. That's fine.
Or did he just not want a bar of it?
Maybe it was that. I don't know.
I don't know what you're
Normally,
talking
Kat
about.
joins in. Thanks for tuning into the show each week too. The first name on the list is Zach Climax. Talk to me.
Yeah, Zachary. So last week I was pondering over whether or not to get him. And I looked at his numbers, looked at that. I think he had a 75-point average at the time. And I looked at the draw of Parramatta. I'm like, that's very hard. And I sort of went, antipod opportunity here because people are going to flock to him. Like, is he really going to score that well against these teams? So deep dived into his numbers. And this is actually updated with a try and a line break from last week, of course. This season, in that 76-point average, he's only scored 4 tries and had 2 try assists and had 4 line breaks. So last week, it would have been 3 line breaks, 2 assists, and 3 line breaks for a 75-point average. I saw that. I'm like, doesn't even matter if he scores.
He's a freak. He's a genuine freak. And in these games, the hard matchups, he just does more work.
Yeah.
And it's work that he gets his points from. The tries are a little bonus. I like Bailey Simonson being inside him. We'll get Mitch Moses back. I think as well, Joe Ash instead of Dill Brown being on the other side, I think that helps him as well. I think Mitch Moses will just be more dominant.
Mitch Moses is going to get so much ball on the right edge.
Yeah. And mate, you got to remember as well, like he's had so many centres inside him that, with all due respect to him, I don't think they're quite up to it. Now he's got Bailey in there. I really like him for the run home. I hope people are going to get scared off by this run because it doesn't really concern me.
And more to it. In 5 games at centre to start the year, he averaged 67 points. In his games on the wing this year, he's averaging 83.2.
Yep.
So it bumps up even more.
Proper weapon.
When does Moses come back?
A week or 2, right?
Yeah, not this week, the week after. He's
Wow.
meant to come
Okay.
back. So it gets very interesting all of a sudden. Yeah. Talk to me about Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, a popular trade in this week, and I dare say he'll be significantly more popular on account of Ryan Pappenhausen being out and off what the Fizz has said as well. 647K, averaging 72 points this year with a break-even of 27. Now, we know that goal kicking does good things for a SuperCoach player. Dylan Edwards in particular. 8 games last year, Roo, with the goal-kicking duties. He averaged 101.25 points.
That's not bad.
My first question to you, does he kick this week? I had a bit of a look pre-show this afternoon, actually, when I was writing my team's analysis on the Playbook website, and I think there was only like one game this year where him and Alamotti had played together, and I think Alamotti had the 1 or 2 shots at goal in it. Outside of that, they've sort of kept dodging each other with injuries and Origin and all sorts of things, but does he kick goals?
I'm leaning towards Alamotti, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's been hitting them really well. But I'm not confident on that. I think we'll be able to find out for you. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to find out for you this week who will goal kick. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned to the Roo Crew and SC Playbook and whatnot for details on that. But if I was a betting man, I'd say Alamotti right now.
Yeah. How does that impact your thoughts on Dylan Edwards as a trade-in?
I'm not overly huge on him. It is a good draw over the next few weeks. He's got
It's phenomenal.
It's good, yeah. Parramatta South. Oh, shit. It's good.
Yeah.
It gets better the more you look at it.
Combank, Gold Coast.
Yeah. Mate, I'm going to go against Fizz. I'm sort of happy to hold Pappy. I'm gonna look him in the eyes and call his bluff on this one.
Imagine if Fizz had said that and then he holds Paps, the dog.
I'd respect the shit out of it. I'd be all for it. Mate, I never find Dylan Edwards to be an overly appealing Supercoach player.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I've been a bit similar. And even last year, I'm like, all right, he did a lot of his damage in a red-hot team and he was goal-kicking. They're not as good this year. Granted, they're finding form. But I was like, all right, he's played half this year injured, the first part of the year. He's still averaging 72.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't, even like in our draft when people take him round 1, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? He's not, I don't think he's a high ceiling guy like that. I'm happy to leave him, but yeah, with that draw, mate, it could be another.
I was going through it, and this will come as no major shot to anyone, but like I was going through his runs this afternoon. These are his runs in his recent games. He had 27 against the Bulldogs, 22 against the Tigers, 20 against the Eels, 23 against the Cowboys. He's just an Adonis.
The best thing for him with his runs is the fact that he knows every single set where teams are going to kick to. Not to Brian Toto.
Yeah.
So he can stand a few metres further over to the other side and catch it on the full 80% of the fucking, or he gets the first set up every time.
Yeah,
It's a cheat
I don't
code.
mind the play, to be honest. However, heaps keener if he goal kicks. Like if he's not goal kicking, I'll be less interested.
Yeah, if he go, and mate, the other thing as well, like if he, like, are we confident Nate's going to goal kick in the next few weeks? Like,
No.
do they bother giving it back?
Well, that's
to
the
Nate?
thing. I'm like, not just for this run, but he could goal kick for 3 weeks against him. So
If he goal kicks for this entire period, that
Yeah.
might change my tune.
freaking oath.
Yeah, scary times. As I said, guys, we'll get an idea a little bit later in the week of where that's at with goal kicking.
I just had a quick look. I don't think Cleary and I don't think Edwards and Alamotti have been on the field this year when Cleary's off. There's only one goal where they played together and Edwards came off the field that day. So I think
So that's the one that I saw, and Alamotti had one goal.
he had
or
one
something.
goal. It was against the Roosters. I'm pretty sure Edwards might have gone off, but
Oh my
Cleary
goodness.
kicked most of the goals that day. So I've just confused you more. Like there's
Yeah, and last year when Edwards was kicking, Alamotti was in the side, right?
Yes.
But I don't know. I just feel like Alamotti's jumped up a little bit this year as far as goal kicking. I feel like he's hitting them really fucking well. Have we got a goal kicking percentage for Paul
I'm just
Alamotti?
looking.
yeah, I'll get it.
I reckon he's been hitting them close to 80, I'm going to say. Maybe a little bit higher.
So he's 73% in Cup this year, but he's only had 3 games. Like, they're not really many shots.
Did you say in Cup?
Yeah.
What's he been in first grade? I feel like he's been hitting them pretty well in first
This
grade.
year?
Yeah.
Ugh, 65.
Oh, my God. What a bad call. Jesus. Not the worst call this week.
Probably-
You don't know what I'm talking about. But
Probably Dylan Edwards then.
yeah, maybe Dylan Edwards. Shit. Heap shit.
But is Edwards is he fully fit? Is he ever fully fit?
I
this
think
year?
that's the thing. I don't think he's ever fully fit.
Yeah.
He he'll just keep showing up. He's the Iron Man. That might change things a little bit.
Yes.
If we get confirmation that he's going to goal kick and there's any chance he's going to goal kick for the next month.
Probably do it. And you know what else? If you want to get real weird, and we've sort of got enough trades to potentially do this route with 11, but...
Sorry, just on that, 11 trades, are we in a good spot?
Yeah, freaking oath. Spy's got 7. Maxi Bryden's got like 5 or 6.
Really?
Yeah.
How many you got, Matty?
After this week, I'll have 7.
Oh, okay.
We're in a real good spot. And I boosted last week.
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, well, that eases me a little
Yeah.
bit.
So, sneaky little potential play. Geez, I want to own him, but I don't know if it'll happen or not. So, Edwards goes Bunnies, Tigers, Titans. Then he goes Knights in Newey, Storm, Raiders, Dogs. It's brutal. So, I'm thinking potentially a little Edwards play. And then if Latrell / the Bunnies just showing anything, they go Penrith, Sharks, Broncos, which are 3 tough games. Then they go Titans, Eels, Rabbitohs. So we could go a little bit of fullback roulette.
Oh, I love those 2 words.
Yeah. And we're in a
I don't
position
mind
to
that.
do it with the 11. Yeah.
We are in a position to do
I
that.
mean, you follow me isn't going to help you catch me, but
What's Edwards' price? $6.47. Oh.
cheap as, eh?
Okay. Tanner Boyd, I thought he was really, really good for the New Zealand Warriors the other day. Got him in the draft, so I watched him very closely. I thought in particular, mate, I don't know what his base stats are, but I thought he defended really well in that game.
Had the Barry Dewey run over the top of him early,
Okay.
which was poor, but good after that.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, for the most part, I thought he was very good. I think he's going to get a fair whack of like forced dropout stats and whatnot this year. I think he'll just be the last pass on enough things, especially with their draw. I'm really liking Tanner Boyd. What do you reckon?
329k dual halfback 5'8". Spoke about him last week with his numbers in Cup this year, which has been really good. 70 points in his first game of the season at the Warriors. He had a try system, 4 try contributions, 5 goals, 21 tackles, just the 1 run. 8 80-minute games at the Titans last season. He averaged 36.8. So things are different because the Warriors are very good. The Titans were not. The Warriors' run on the draw and run home is very good. They've got points in him. He's goal kicking. He's hitting them unbelievably. So I'm very tempted by him, and as a downgrade from Dill Brown to free up cash for Payne Haas next week. He's not one that I would look to necessarily play any week, but with their soft run home, if anything happens to Jaden Campbell, I think he's playable enough.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I agree solely on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy that I'm definitely looking at as far as freeing up some cash. Wish I didn't have King Tongi to pair with him, but you kind of make your own bed sometimes. I think I'll probably wait a week on Tanner and see if he goes big next week. Might be worth me going like King Tongi to him potentially.
Yeah. Well, I'm every chance at, if I don't do it this week, of next week going Brown to Boyd and then one of the back rolls / AFB to Payne Haas.
Yep. Sweet. Dane Gagai moved into the fullback role last week for the Newcastle Knights. I really like the move by Newcastle. What are your thoughts on him?
104 on the weekend, 1 try assist and no try. He had 21 runs and 6 tackle bars, 3 line break assists. He relinquished the goal kicking to Jackson Hastings. If he was goal kicking, there'd be a serious play in it. Unfortunately, their draw is the Warriors into the Raiders, then they have a bye in the Panthers. So if he was goal kicking, I'd nearly go, you know what, stuff it. But without the goal kicking with that draw, I don't think I can do it. But he's an interesting one. And how many games do you reckon he's played at fullback in the last 5 years in the NRL?
7.
0.
Hasn't played at all.
No. I thought the same. I'm sure he has. I went back year by year. I may have missed something, but I went back year by year. I used Rugby League Project, who are very good at what they do. And his last game at fullback that I could find was in 2018 in a one-off clash.
I could have sworn he's played some
I
fullback
thought
over
the
the last
same.
few weeks, over the last few years.
Yeah, anyway, I couldn't find anything. So apologies if I'm wrong, but
How many games at fullback do you reckon he's played in his career? Yeah, the last one was 2018. Wow, that's crazy. I was pretty confident on that.
that took me heaps longer to find than you.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
went
good at
back
what I
year
do.
on year anyway.
No, you got to go to, if you go to Rugby League Project,
Yeah.
up the top, they have got positions played. It's a tab on its own.
Oh,
And then it'll just show you every game they've played at each position.
oh, that's so good.
Okay, let's move to the last man on the list.
Just before you do, I've done like a quick deep dive on Edwards versus Alamotti. I know we've moved past it, but I think it's good to know. So every time they've played together, Edwards is 6 from 11, and most of those were the back end of last year. And Paul Alamotti is 13 from 16, pretty much from halfway of last year to this year, including a kick in the prelim final. So if I was to guess based off that, I would say Alamotti's kicking.
13 from 16 is a lot closer to my 80% prediction.
But that's just when they're on the field
when they're
together.
both on the field together.
Well, when they're both playing that game, yes.
All right, so now I'm going to throw another spanner in the works. Paul Alamotti gets dropped next week for Isaac Tungo.
Oh, yeah, which he will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Why did you do this to us? We were out. We were clear. We were home.
I can rope you back in if you want.
No, thank you. Yeah, right. Okay. Once again, for the 15th time, let's wait this week. We'll get some indication on goal kicking and we'll get back to you. Jeremy Marshall King, talk to me.
Yeah, not a long convo here, mate. Just people are still looking at number 9 options. People might have waited last week, and there's Jaden Brayley, who's absolutely Blake Brayley, who's absolutely flying. People are going to Harry Grant, Connor Watson, Jeremy Marshall King, just fit and playing minutes. Back to 80 minutes the last 2 weeks. Scores of 88 and 68. He had 62 in base against the Sharks. He's only 491k, break even of 9. Has a bye in a couple of weeks, but if you do have backup. He's been a very good Supercoach in the past when playing 80 minutes when he's just on the field. I don't mind. Just a little pot at number 9.
Yeah, I don't hate it as well. And he's got next to no choice but to play 80 minutes realistically on that side. He's got a bye incoming, but outside of that, yeah, I can get around it.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather just sort myself with Watson or Harry Grant personally, but if you're looking to go something a little bit different.
I would too, but he's also like 100 odd K cheaper than them. So, if you
Fair.
need that cash, yeah.
Yeah, very fair shout. Trades. Okay. I'm all at sea. I have got no idea what I'm going to do this week. This is probably the best week this year of stay tuned because I could use one trade, I could use 2, I could quite easily use none. I have no idea what I'm going to do at the moment. If I had to bet on one trade I was going to make as it stands right now, it would probably be I don't mind the idea of bringing Geimer. I think he's going to play on the edge the next few weeks. He's at 312k. I can go Dill Lucas to Geimer. He based like 60 last week. I don't mind bringing him in. I know you won't love that. I think there's more of a personal vendetta than a Supercoach vendetta in that. But I don't mind going him. But as I said, I'm very open to negotiations here. What are you thinking?
We spoke on the Playbook podcast, and I sound like a whinger that I am. We know that. That's all right. And Spy just can do no wrong at the moment. He's in the 180th.
Wow.
Yeah, he's killing it. And he was
God,
like,
I wish he was a shitter bloke.
I know. And he's just saying stuff like how through the bye period, all of his cheapies who he had to play on weeks just all scored well. Like even last week, not that he's an out and out cheapie, but Harris Tavita, and he turned up and he had to play him as his last player. He said he had Kyle McCarthy, and Kyle McCarthy, the week that he had to play him in round 18 or whatever it was, he scored the first try about 2 minutes into the game and scored 70 odd. I'm just like, I feel like I've missed all my cheapies in that bye period. You just need to jag something here or there. And Charlie Guyman typifies it where 2 weeks ago I went to make a move and sell. I could have sold a back row to free up cash. Nah, not the way I play Supercoach. I get rid of Deadwood and I get depth in my squad. And I sold Guyman instead of whoever it might have been because he wasn't even playing and he's hardly played all year. Now he's locked into an edge back row role. He based 69 last week. Imagine if you got Guymer and he just turns into this Supercoach stud, which he's capable of, and you run me down off the back of Guymer.
It would be sensational. I'm seriously considering doing it. And by the way, shout out to Spy. Don't you like when good things happen to good people?
Yeah, he deserves it.
He's got and I mean this with all due respect to him. I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way. He's got a bit of Flanders to him.
Yes.
He does.
He's got a bit of Flanders to him.
That's one of the best things I've heard all year.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I mean that as a compliment. He's just a good dude. Maybe too much of a good dude.
That is so good, Guru.
Go down, diddly, diddly, cheers. That's so good.
Oh,
hilarious.
fuck. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, Guymer's the guy I'm looking at. What, you got any ideas at this point?
Trade-wise, yeah, look, I said, Team Scout the Savo, we've been recording since they came out. Gunned ahead, if I was to make 2 moves this week, it'd be Dill Brown to Tanner Boyd and Dylan Lucas to Angus Crichton. That'd comfortably give me enough money next week to go like Hosking or AFB to pay and Hass in one hit. So that's what I'm loosely thinking. But, you know, Fizz chatting about Pappenhausen, that has me thinking if Dylan Edwards is goal kicking and we can get some confirmation of that, that tempts me big time. I know it's not right, but there's just a part of me that wants to own Latrell. He's fit. Whether or not he's firing, I don't know. But like, I even look at his last month of scores. Granted, it dates all the way back to round 13 because he's had origin and restings and buys and all sorts of things, but scored 82 against the Dolphins. I think in a patch where their defence was red hot. 97 against Melbourne. 46 against the Raiders, all right. It was down in Canberra, no good. 113 against the Warriors, where he just did everything for them. The draw's not great.
Well, all of those were losses.
All of them were losses. Bunnies have some players back. They've lost a few more. He'll still do everything. Look, the next 3 weeks are hard, but I don't know. It's just Trell. We know what he can do.
What's your mindset at the moment? Are you, like for me, and I'm going to talk about it more over the next few weeks, I'm going to take a bit of a scorched earth policy to try and catch you. That's my mindset. You're sitting in a pretty good spot. Where are you ranked?
1,800.
1,800. You're sitting in a pretty good spot. Are you still going, like, are you going all in to still try and jag one first overall? Are you aiming for a top 1,000? What's your sort of mindset?
Oh, I won't be going first. There's far too big a mountain to climb. But my realistic goal, top 500.
Top 500. Okay.
Top 500 is probably my goal now. And as per every year, I've got trades, I've got depth, I'm well set up. So if shit hits the fan back end of the year, that's where we know you can make some serious moves. And that's where I go, all right, maybe best case is top 300 or 200. That's if everything goes right. But my realistic goal right now is probably top 500. If I'm top 1,000, like, that's a bloody good season.
Yep.
So I'd cop that, but, you know, I'm not going to rest on that. So, yeah, right now my goal is top 500.
Yeah, okay. Where are you ranked at the moment?
So when I was in here last, I was going quite well. I think I was maybe...
Yeah, you were flying.
Yeah, I was like 5,000 or 6,000. I had a couple of average weeks, so I knocked back to 9,000, and then I had a stinker, and I dropped all the way to 18,000. I've clawed back to...
What, you dropped 9,000 spots in a week?
Yep. I don't know.
Did you not turn your phone on?
No. It was just it was just a bad week. It might have been over 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
But I've clawed my way back to, I think, about 12,000 now.
Yeah, okay.
So not where I was before, but I'm better than what I was going a month ago. So
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to hear your approach. I like it.
Well, that's it. Like, you know, your burning desire is always to beat me. So when it gets to the back end of the year, you just go like very head to head, by which mean you v me. Had I have done that, I just would have brought Connor Watson in last week to match you. But I'm like, nah, for what it's worth, I think there's nothing between Harry Grant and Connor Watson. And then last week, one scored 51, one scored 56. But I just went with my gut. My gut told me Harry Grant.
Mine scored 56.
Yeah.
Sucks shit.
Yeah, mine
Winners
played.
win, bro.
Mine played 80 minutes in Origin 2 days before.
Cute.
I'd both of them.
You got both in your hooker.
They both went
got
shit.
Connor Watson
So.
in 2RF or?
Huh?
You got them both in hooker?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I'm a freak.
Well, you've held them on. You've held one
No,
of them?
I bought Connor last week and I bought Grant the week before. I think. I definitely bought Connor last week.
Interesting. Thoughts?
Don't love it, don't hate it. Got no issues at hooker, does it? The rest of us do.
That's true. All right. What trade do you think this week, Matty? Are you...
Yeah, so I still have a boost left, so I'm boosting this week. I've made a grave mistake, and it was a punt that didn't pay off earlier in the year.
You haven't got a third hooker, do you?
No. I didn't get on Teddy because I had a feeling, because it cast in my back. Edwards was so banged up, and I just thought maybe Teddy will play Origin, and that would have absolutely screwed it. So I was just like, screw it. I'll get Drinkwater, and Drinkwater's been all right, but I haven't had Teddy this whole time, and I need him for the run home. So I'm getting Teddy this week. Pappenhausen gone. Dylan Lucas out. Angus Crichton in. And then I'm 20K short, so I'm getting rid of Lars Fufenu, somewhat controversially because he's playing the Titans this week, but I'm not playing him anyway. And I'll bring in Tanner Boyd.
It's a lot of bicky to go from Pappy to Teddy, isn't it? Oh, you've got to do it, though.
I have to do it.
Yeah, you can't have Teddy any longer. Yeah. All right. Captaincy Timbo. Just eyeballing it quickly. Teddy, obviously.
It's wide open.
Yeah. Teddy on Friday night, a very interesting one.
I don't love the matchup. Not to say he can't score against the Sharks, it reeks to me of a dewy Friday night at Shark Park. Big game for both teams. Sharkies coming off a win. I think they'll be up for it. Not that Teddy's still probably tons, but just got a bad vibe about it. I think he just knocks out his 70.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It seems to be whenever I think the Sharks are going to be reliable, they shit the bed at the moment.
That's also true.
Well, who else are you eyeballing then? What, you got Terrell May against the Titans, but I don't think you could do it after last week.
Herbie owners, also known as everyone, I would probably put the VC on, but
Actually,
I
that's
don't.
what I have to do.
Yeah. I am thinking the Dolphins with a lot of injuries at Suncorp Thursday night. I might go VC on Drinky.
Okay.
And then C, mate, honestly wide open. I don't, like if I were to bring in like Dylan Edwards, I'd do that.
Yep.
Otherwise, there's no standouts. Probably Jerome Hughes down at Amy Park against Manly, I'd look at. Doesn't fill me with confidence. He can go a bit 100 or 40, but I don't know. I don't have any other standout matchups.
I know you said it's hard to go Terrell May, and it definitely is after last week. I think I'm going to put the captaincy on him, and I'm going to have my VC on either Herbie or Drinky, probably Herbie. But I just reckon because his brother's coming in, I just reckon he's going to have a big game. And it's against the Titans.
I don't hate that at all, actually. Yeah, I think I'll definitely be going Herbie as a VC, and then, I'm not as nervous about Teddy. Man, am I missing something? The Roosters at 220 this week, granted.
No, I think it's a great bet.
Yeah.
They beat a full-strength Sharks in round 12, I think it was, that first major buy-in, and they had all their Origin players out. They smoked them. Crazy
There's
odds.
heaps of value there.
Yeah.
Is that us?
Yeah. Oh, what's your gun-to-head captains?
Herbie, probably Teddy. I'm leaning towards. But yeah, mate, just nothing else is jumping out for me from the rest of those games.
It makes Dill Edwards that little bit more appealing, doesn't it? Like just to have a unique gun captain.
I'll give you the hot tip. I won't be doing it 2 weeks in a row, but like, do you look at a Kiraz against the Dragons?
Yeah, like I quite like it.
You could do heaps worse, I think.
Critter back as well is the big one there, right?
Yeah, who do the top? Jaden Campbell?
I know, against the Tigers.
I don't hate
Jaden just
that.
scares the shit out of me.
Fuck, I'll tell you what, boys. I love the guy dearly, but nothing would make me happier than walking in on Monday morning at Bloke and the Titans have just fucking pinned the Tigers in a corner and given it to him and seen Hammy's face.
Oh, wow, that's mean.
But it's just like to be the most Tigers thing of all fucking time.
I tell you why, as a South fan, I'm fighting for the spoon myself, so I need the Titans to not win another game. So that would hurt me.
That's fair.
True.
Mate, I actually don't mind the Jaden Campbell play. Boy, he scores 55 at worst.
Jaden's body scares me more. He goes down a lot.
Yeah,
The
that's fair.
matchup though off the bat, yeah, sure, why not?
Actually, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. I think I will go Herbie into JC. I need to do something to catch her.
If the Titans have one of them weird games where they actually turn up and the Tigers...
Which they will have two of them on the run
It's
home,
coming.
I reckon.
It's
They'll
coming.
have two of them.
Yeah, and if the Tigers don't, like, he could go like a 130.
Yeah, that'll be me, actually. I'm going to go Herbie into JC.
Nice.
Second coming of JC, hopefully. Get it, Matty?
Nah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Was that your joke or...
I think so.
You
Why
think?
not? Let's run with it.
That was good.
That is good.
We're done.
Yeah, go ahead on that note.
Yeah. Shout out, JC. Love your work. See you next week.